everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Pennsylvania LGBTQIA Health Summit. I'm Krista Brownlee. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm very happy to announce that I am the Executive Director of Bradbury-Sullivan LGBT Community Center. We are honored to gather here at the Mack Experience Center in Allentown, united by our shared commitment to advancing the health and well-being of LGBTQIA+ communities across the state. Your presence today underscores the collective effort to address health disparities and to promote equity and inclusion within our healthcare systems. Together, we aim to create lasting change that resonates throughout our communities. To begin our summit, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce a steadfast advocate for inclusivity and equality. Please join me in welcoming the Mayor of Allentown, Matthew Tuerk, who will share a few words to mark the beginning of our summit.
Thank you, Krista. Good morning.
Good morning.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
There we go. My name is Matthew Tuerk. I am the mayor of the city of Allentown. I use he, him pronouns, and sometimes a. I'm so glad to see all of you here in Allentown, which I consider to be the beating heart of the Lehigh Valley. This is where our region thrives, and I'm particularly glad to see all of you here today. This is the first time, and I don't know if it was stated, but this is the first time that the summit is back in action since 2020, or prior to 2020, since the pandemic. And this is the first time that we're having an opportunity to talk about such a signature and critically important issue, and it's happening right here in Allentown. And I was just talking to Mary, and she gave me a whole 25 minutes to talk, but I'm not going to use it all, because I'm so excited to hear from Christina in a minute here to give us some of the results of the study that's been going on for the most recent period. Look, I'm the mayor of the city of Allentown. I said it before, this is the beating heart of the Lehigh Valley. This is a city that has a vision of being a community where families thrive and where our businesses prosper and where we can truly celebrate the joy of life together every day, right? We're here in part, I think this is scheduled around Pride Month. I think we're celebrating Pride. It's exciting, we love June, but I'm also somebody who believes that we should be celebrating Pride, not just in June, but every day of the year. I'm very proud of my role as a mayor in the city of Allentown, and as a mayor in this Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and as a mayor in this country who embraces a commitment to inclusivity in our city, embraces a welcome and a sense of belonging for all residents in our city, and flies that pride flag not just in June, but every day of the year. We have a 4th flagpole in front of Allentown City Hall, and we do lots of different cultural celebrations. We recognize things like the Dominican Independence Day, we recognize Polish Constitution Day, we'll recognize Indian Independence Day in August. But in between raising the flags of lots of different cultures, we fly alongside the flag of the United States of America and the flag of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the flag of the city of Allentown. We fly that pride flag because that's important to us in the city of Allentown. We want to signal to everybody who comes to City Hall that this is a place where we all belong and where we welcome and celebrate people, folks in the LGBTQIA+ community. So I'm glad to be here to celebrate Pride Month with you. I'm glad to be here to celebrate and talk about LGBTQ+ health in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and celebrate and understand this community health needs assessment. For me, one of our responsibilities at the city is to create's not the right word. One of the responsibilities that we have at the city of Allentown is to strengthen safety and health in every neighborhood in our city. And it's not creation, it's strengthening. It's supporting the organizations and the people that advance safety, psychological safety, personal safety, but also health. And so if we're going to do that, we need to truly understand the situation. We need to understand the health needs of those communities. We conducted a health needs assessment in the city of Allentown to better understand the factors that were impacting health for the residents of our city. And we used that health needs assessment to drive a lot of the policy that we pursue in our city. And I'm grateful to see that the same has been done for the LGBTQ plus community here in the Commonwealth, and that we can have information that will help us with decision making to better serve the needs of this community. This moment in particular, so we in the city are grappling with a world in which we see reductions to Medicaid, reductions to SNAP benefits, serious attacks on the key and critical programs that support health in our city. We grapple with that every day, and when we know the environment that we face, we can better deal with those changes. When we know the key levers that influence health in our communities, in a city like Allentown and in a Commonwealth like Pennsylvania, we are better equipped to weather the storm that's coming. And it is really coming, and that's why it is so important that we're here now talking about how to meet the health needs of this community. Everywhere you look, this community is under attack. And we need people like yourselves, but people across the spectrum of public leadership to stand up and fight against those attacks. So I'm glad we're all here today. I'm looking forward to the conversations that we're going to hear here today, and I'm glad to count on so many of you in this work to advance health in our communities. I chair Children, Health, and Human Services for the U.S. Conference of Mayors. It's a standing committee. When I accepted the responsibility to be the chair of that committee, I thought we were going to talk about the intersection of public and urban policy with public health, and that was in 2024, and things changed. Now all I'm doing is talking about how we're going to, as cities, meet the needs of the communities that we serve with a weakened social safety net. These are the types of conversations that I'm glad we're having here in Allentown. I'm glad that this is happening here. I'm glad that we're having this conversation in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and that we can take what we learned here and apply it in lots of different communities across this Commonwealth. But I'll be taking what I learned here and applying it to cities across the United States of America. So the work that we do here is important, not just for our city, it's not just for the Lehigh Valley, it's not just for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, but what we do here has an impact on communities across this entire United States. And I think I'm incredibly grateful to you all for being here to do that. So I thank you. I thank the Bradbury-Sullivan LGBT Community Center for supporting this work. I thank you for supporting communities in Allentown and in the Lehigh Valley. Thank you, Krista, for inviting me to speak to you all today. I do expect to see you. Again, our tradition in Allentown is to do a flag raising for Pride at the end of the month as a reminder that this work and this celebration continues well beyond June 30th. So we will be doing Out and Proud on June 28th at Allentown City Hall, I think at 4 o'clock. I really hope to see a lot of you there celebrating with us with music and food and good celebration and good times together. So thank you all for the opportunity to speak to you, and I look forward to talking to you over the course of the sessions today. Thanks.